Well, the first thing I want to say is that, this is it's all about our professions and our industry, and there's some people in the room who've been supporting, working on the club for years. I'm really pleased that, like yourself, John, people get an opportunity now to do your work with Nottingham Forest being in the Premier League. Things like that mean a lot to me. I've just seen Colin Fry outside as well, so that's the first thing, and that goes for everybody connected with the club. There's such goodwill around the club. We've been desperate for something like this, and I've felt it in the last 8 or 9 months, and we've just tried to put a sense of belief in amongst the club, which is sort of then connected with the supporters, and there's no doubt we deserve to be promoted. The football that we've played, the games that we've won, the attitude that we've given every time we've had an average performance or a loss, we've recovered. I think it's only once we've lost 2 games on the run, and ironically that was against Huddersfield. But we bounced back. So I'm just really proud of everybody connected with the football club, supporters. It's a magical football club, and we've just reminded the world of that. John, honestly, it isn't about individuals. It's not about any one individual's success. It's about the team. It's about the football club. You cannot have a football club with this support and this belonging and it be about individuals. I knew it before I came, but when I walked in, the biggest thing that struck me was, how proud and these people are of their football club. And I'm just delighted that the Nottingham Forest supporters can say, yeah, this is my club, and we're in the Premier League. Sorry? What game? Yeah. No, listen, they're never thrillers, are they? And I don't apologise for not a perfect performance. It's too much of an expectation, that. So it's probably a typical playoff final game, I would say. I thought we controlled the first half with possession. I think they were Huddersfield, who by the way, a huge amount of respect for Carlos and his team. Some really good players, and I was stood where he is now last year, and it's a tough place, but I know he'll bounce back because of the way he coaches his team, and it'll make him stronger. But they were deep, and we had to be careful of counter-attacks. We had to be careful of set pieces, which we managed really, really well. And I know the goal was a somewhat scruffy one, although it was a good ball in from Jim. But that's exactly the game plan. It was to surround their box with the wing backs high, midfield players, and one of the centre backs getting ready to serve into that block and being creative in amongst it. And in the end, we found a way. Well, I'm not thinking about that at the moment. I think it's only important to talk about what they've contributed this year. Keenan Davis, Max Lowe as well of the loans. But as soon as a loan player walks in here, we treat them as their own, and we're a team. The list could have gone on there of the players that have done well, and they deserve the opportunity to be in the Premier League. So yeah, it's been so good to see some of these young players grow and improve and been able to push them, and that everybody's got what they deserved. Do you know? I remember the World Cup that I was involved in that we won, and you didn't, because you were so focused on the next game, get through, win the final. You don't sometimes not enjoy it I'd say not enjoy it, but you don't take a deep breath and think how good things are. But it's been a brilliant season, in terms of the attitude, the culture. That the training ground is such a good laugh, and there's such a pride in there and such a togetherness, and it's been brilliant to be part of it from day one, and that's all I am. It's just. Yeah, I'm just really proud to be at Nottingham Forest. It's just such a nostalgic, brilliant, massive club in the country that everybody knows, and I'm just pleased that I've been part of the journey that's got us back to the Premier League. Sounds great. You're right. Let's not compare. Both brilliant. This is about Nottingham Forest. This is about the supporters, the players, everybody. Like I said, you guys who I see week in, week out, and give you the same answers every week about next game and controllables and all that crap. Thanks for sticking with me, being positive. But just an amazing achievement that we deserve. That's the headline. We deserve it. The football that we've played, the goals that we've scored, the stats, the clean sheets, etc., etc., etc. We are worthy this year of getting promoted, and no, I don't think anybody can deny us of that. Well, first things first, it takes a group of men to get off the canvas and fight back, and that's what they've done. The players of everyone's probably looked down at them, don't look down their nose at them, thinking of where they were. But, like I said, it takes a group of men to stand up for their club and get off their knees and fight. And they did that, in a really attractive way. To be fair, I think I said in the pre-match, the first objective was to get out of the relegation zone. We had three games from my first game to an international break, and there was a dotted line, and we sat under it right at the bottom. And I said, lads, and we agree everything with the players. I said, I personally think by the time we get to Birmingham, which is the third game, we should be out of this over this dotted line. And we agreed on it. We did. Played really well. Got some work done in the international break about how we want to play, and obviously winning games, confidence grows. And we just went on some brilliant runs, but there was times I would look at the league table and think, we haven't made much progress here, and still in 15th and still in 13th, and then you're thinking, won't get in the top 10. And then, sort of got past Christmas and the New Year, and we went on another good run and got into the top 10. And as soon as you get into the top 10, you're thinking, right, top 6 now, obviously. And then again, we went on a great run, and I was thinking, well, maybe the gaps just ended up being too big. Maybe everyone goes through a difficult run at some stage in the season, and maybe ours was right at the start, and we just give ourselves too much to do. But we never gave up. We kept playing. April, 8 games, 7 wins, was it? Something like that. I don't know if I got that right. Come on, mate.
I've forgotten the stats now. I'm done.
You'll know anyway. We got through April. And actually, the way we played and the points we picked up in April secured playoffs. I think it was only goal difference by about 20. And the cynic in me is still thinking, get the job done. But then we got out of April and we had 2 games to get automatic promotion. Obviously, we had that game against Bournemouth, which we were disappointed with the second half, and it ended up being a really pivotal game that for us, because when we reflected on it, there was a real sort of sense from the players to go, like, that weren't us second half. We need to be better than that in these big games. And it sort of set us up then into the playoffs. We saw what we did in the first leg in a big club like and a big atmosphere like Sheffield United. Second leg didn't quite go to plan, but we suffered well, and we showed all of that today as well. So give you a bit of a timeline there, haven't I? Just the joy and the smiling faces and the tears. My family were there as well. It was good. It was a nice feeling. Yeah. Well, I think all he's done is invest. All he's done is put money into the football club, and in the end, maybe that's what you want an owner to do. And he's only been supportive of me. Obviously, a really switched on guy, and he's at his best with me when we don't win. Truth be told, which I know hasn't been too often this season. And I have a regular communication with him and Miltos, and obviously Dane and the board, Kyriakos. It's a real connected group of people. Just all wanting the same thing, and we've got it. We've got it. Sorry, Sarah. I'll come. Let's go to Sarah. She comes every week. Go on, mate. Well, I just think, listen, we live a privileged life. There's no doubt about that. But it could be a harsh one as well, and a spiteful one at times. And there's somebody somewhere wanting to criticise a footballer. You know, whether it's away supporters, whether it's home supporters at times, whether it's media, social media. But I don't want them players for any moment thinking or worried about what I'm thinking. You know, I'm tough with them, I'm challenging, demanding, but I'm with them. I'm with them 100%, you know, and I just think that that's how you get the best out of people, and that's how they get the best out of themselves, you know. But I felt it back as well. You know, I've asked them to do things at times and trust me, certain tactics and all that, and never once have they wavered, you know. And just like I said, it's been a real togetherness. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, amazing, you know, just like all of them. I can't probably put it into words now, and maybe, you know, in a few days I'll give you a better explanation. Although I'm going on holiday, so don't be ringing me. No, just like I said, Sarah, just really proud of the football club and just making so many people so happy. And like I said before, you know, we've reminded the world, you know, of how special and how big this football club is, and that means a lot to me. Can I have my holiday first, please? We will be though. Done. Mind your own business now. We're going back. Thanks, everyone. Thank you. Cheers, guys.